welcome back to the channel. Coming up in today's battle report.
Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. We are finally back.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, just a little. As you know, the UK unfortunately was still in a lockdown for most of the present part of the year, but we are finally back.
Yeah, it was only last week we could go inside.
Yes.
And then everyone went to the pub, so we've not been filming for a while.
No, we decided to also go to the pub.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome back, guys. So we are back with a bit of a fun game. So we have brought my big boy, the Warhound Titan, and Toby has brought a load of coffin boys.
I've brought all dreadnoughts plus some Invictors and a Tech Marine because I didn't have enough slots in a Vanguard. So Tech Marine had to come along for fun. So that's all been fun. But yeah, guys, we've done some upgrades.
Yeah, some sound upgrades. We've got our new banner and some other bits that you'll see during the battle report as well. Yeah, so we are back to pretty much normal in the sense
we hope so long as we've got new variants of COVID and so on and so forth, but I've been vaccinated today.
And I'm getting jabbed next week.
So hopefully that'll mean we can keep filming. It may mean we're restricted to the guys that have already been vaccinated.
Yeah, so you might see a lot of the same faces.
Yeah, Harry's that much younger than us that he's going to be a little while yet until he gets called up by the NHS, who are doing a brilliant job of getting the vaccines out in the UK, so hopefully we'll be good to go pretty soon.
Definitely.
But this is just a fun game because I've played 2 games of Garden Hammer. Have you managed to get any gaming in outside?
0.
So just a chance to roll some dice, get used to having the cameras back in our hands. We know it's a stupid game. We've got a Warhound Titan against dreadnoughts, and I even had to bring a Legends choice because I don't own enough normal dreadnoughts. And I'm 190 points, I think, short of a 2,000 point list.
I'm just a fat.
But you're just bringing a Warhound Titan
because that's all I get.
Exactly.
And I get to delete 2 dreadnoughts a turn.
I've got to go for your void shields. So it's a very silly game. We know it's a silly game. We know it's not really the most ambitious thing in the world.
But we will have also normal battle reports coming out. We will get back to the old flow of
so you're
things.
filming with Seb later on this Saturday, so we're recording 2 reports today. We're back in the studio again tomorrow, recording another game.
We're bringing the Drukhari out with their new codex.
Yeah, but you'll see that probably the week after this, depending on the release schedule, guys. We haven't worked out our release schedule, so things will come in whatever order they come in until we get some normality back. But hopefully you enjoy the game. All the other stuff, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going to push towards 1,000 subs. We've been nicely growing, thanks to all that have subscribed during lockdown.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Wasn't expecting that at all.
No, not at all.
So hopefully that's it, guys. Hopefully all the new equipment holds up, and we'll catch you with the lists in a second.
We'll catch you in a sec. Okay, so this is my Warhound Titan. So he comes in at 2,000 points. For the 2,000 points, you can pretty much take any weapons option you want regarding his actual loadout. Doesn't cost you any more, it's just part of the points. So today I've gone with the Warhound Plasma Blast Gun, which is a heavy 2d6, strength 9, -4, 4 damage blast weapon. So if you had like Horde, I could literally annihilate most of it. And it also has a supercharged variant, and it does still cause it causes 2 mortal wounds to the Warhound if I, of course, roll an unmodified 1. The second weapon option is a Warhound Turbo Laser Destructor, which is 2 heavy D3, strength 16, D6 plus 3 damage. So it pretty much just annihilates whatever it gets pointed at, which is just disgusting. No wonder these are 2,000 points. So as part of a Warhound as well, you also get void shields. So they are the stuff you hear about in like the Horus Heresy on like ships as well as Titans. So void shields in the current game, each void shield has 3 shield points, while this model has any void shields. It has a 5+ invulnerable save against ranged attacks. So if you can get in and punch one, you don't have to worry about that. Each time a saving throw is failed, the model against the ranged attack. If it has any void shields, it does not suffer any damage. Instead, each point of damage inflicted takes 1 of the void shields. So for every damage that I fail until I run out of void shields. So the first 3 shots, if I fail all 3, I don't have void shields, so it will go straight through. Of course, if I do, it's just a void shield that goes down. At the start of my command phase, if I have lost or has fewer than 3 points remaining, that void shield is restored. So that is the Warhound Titan, and we'll be right back and bring up what Toby's bringing today.
Right then guys, so here is my Salamander list for the day. It is primarily dreadnoughts and other such variants. So we're running 2 Vanguard Detachments, so I have straight away lost 6 CP with the way that obviously works out. Heading up the first Vanguard, we have Bray'arth Ashmantle. He is the beat stick. Well, he is still a beat stick, not as bad as he was, but he has dropped over 100 points with the latest incarnation of Forge World. So he's no longer his toughness 9 monstrosity, but he has got his flat 4 damage, -4 Dreadfire fists in combat, which will hopefully help me rip apart that Titan. So he is then leading up, in no particular order, a series of not 1, not 2, but 3 Invictor tactical warsuits. They are all armed the same. They have the Incendium cannons, the twin iron hail heavy stubbers in the chest, and the heavy bolter pistol thing, which is effectively just a heavy bolter now, as well as their Fragstorm grenade launcher on top. So these guys will basically be my screen, running forward to try and whittle down those void shields before the big guns open up to hopefully then take down the actual hull points. Hull points, good grief, that's going back a few editions. Wounds on the Titan itself. We then move on to the box dreads in the list. These are 2 venerable dreadnoughts. One of them I am running as legends, forgive me. I basically couldn't find the other magnetized arms for him. So he has got 2 twin autocannons at strength 4, heavy 4, strength 7, -1, 2 damage. So again, these can sort of just sit towards the back and start whittling some wounds off that Titan. And the other one is, as you can see quite easily, is a twin las cannon and dreadnought close combat weapon variant with a heavy flamer underneath. Salamanders, I'm going to be running flamers. So they're quite straightforward. So they're both ancient. So they've got the ignore wounds on a 6-up. Might help me, probably won't. Damage reduction might help me, probably won't. We then have going through the Relic Contemptor. So he has got a conversion beam cannon. So this, depending on how far away I am, can be up to heavy D3, strength 8, -3, 4 damage blast. If I can hang towards the back, being a relic, so he's going to cost me another CP to bring, and he has got a heavy flamer in his dreadnought close combat weapon. Going on to the other relic, so again paying another CP for my Leviathan. So he is armed with 2 cyclonic melter lances. These are heavy D6, strength 9, -4 D6 or D6 +2 damage melters, along with 2 heavy flamers in the chest, and then hunter killers on top. I know the Volkite Cavaliers are probably the better option in terms of general weapons on these things, but I found the heavy flamers just give you that extra ability in combat to actually fight when they get, as and when they get tagged, which they always seem to, and it sort of dissuades some charges as well. So that's kind of the thoughts there. We then come on to, we'll go into the second Vanguard for the fun of it. We then have the Warlord of the list, because he has to be, given that Bray'arth can't be the Warlord. There's a Tech Marine, a standard Firstborn Tech Marine. He has got his servo arm, is the only bit that's not particularly WYSIWYG. I know it's technically not a servo arm. He is a servo arm. I forgot what they're called. Anyway, he's got his arm, he's got a plasma pistol, and I've taken Warden of the Ancients as his Warlord trait, so he gets +1 to the attacks and strength characteristics of Dreadnoughts within 6, and he can repair a Dreadnought up to 3 wounds rather than D3 wounds with his upgrade to Master of the Forge. He is then rounding up the list with 2 Redemptor Dreadnoughts. These are the easy build, push together variant, so they have the heavy onslaught Gatling cannons on one side, then the Redemptor Fist with the heavy flamer underneath, and in the chest they have the Fragstorm grenade launchers. Again, they're not the most optimal loadout for these guys, but it's what they're modelled with, is what they came with in the kit for the easy builds. So that's my list, guys. It comes to a massively underpowered 1,920 points, so quite a long way under in a normal game. But this is not a normal game. It's going to be some fun. We will show you the deployment, a bit of the overview of the battle grid, and then we will come back to you with the first turn roll-off. See you in a moment, guys.
Today's mission is the Four Pillars, an Eternal War Strike Force mission from the main rulebook. Secondary objectives for the Warhound Titan are Bring It Down, First Strike, and we've allowed Tom a second No Mercy No Respite as an objective for attrition. The Salamanders have taken Titan Slayers, while we stand with Fight and Domination.
Okay, so we're all fully deployed, and we're now going to roll off to see who is going first. So let's see what Toby rolls.
A 5.
Oh,
That's
5.
good. I really need to go first.
I completely missed that. And I roll a 1. What a great new dice.
Yeah, new dice. But you did roll out the tray first, so that's kind of your...
That's true. That's my fault.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll say that.
So we'll come back after Toby's movement, and we will update you with what's going on.
Right then, guys, so that's my movement phase complete. We should have said before, in my command phase, I put Awakened Machine Spirits from the Tech Marine onto the Leviathan. Just means that his Hunter Killers are going to be a little bit more accurate in this first turn. I can blow them in this first sort of round of shooting. Means that I have to A, remember them the rest of the game, and B, if I can strip those, if I do get lucky and manage to take down those Void Shields, I can hopefully start inflicting some serious damage on him. Otherwise, one Invictor started charging forwards. Bit stupid, but I want to start putting some pressure on Tom, hopefully means he can't. I don't know, actually. He's a Titan. He probably can still move if I tag him regardless, but you know, he can still shoot. But it just starts putting some pressure on, and his voids aren't working in combat. The other Invictor in this corner has stayed put to hold the objective, and the far Invictor on the other side of the board has advanced backwards onto the objective, because I was stupid and forgot I need to be on objectives in this game these days, so he had to run backwards to get onto that one. The main Dreadnought blob has moved forward. The Tech Marine advanced up just to make sure he was where he needed to be, as did Ashmantle. He's got no real serious long-range guns, so there's no point in him not advancing up the board. He's real pain. He brings the pain when he gets in that bit closer. Towards the back of the table, we then have the Legends Dreadnought with the twin autocannons, and then right in the far corner we have the Conversion Beamer on the Contemptor, just trying to maximise that range to hopefully sneak into that top damage 4 profile. I don't know, I haven't actually measured it, and I'm as far back as I can be, and I think Tom is near enough as far back as he can be with that big boy, just in terms of physically fitting on the table. So that then is my movement, guys, and the command phase wrap up. We'll start going into some shooting. Give me 2 seconds just to collect some dice. Okay, guys, we're going to start off with the Invictor in the open. So he's got his twins. I don't know why I'm declaring targets. Guess where it's all going? Every single gun is going into the Warhound. Everything is in range, so that's going to be the plan. So we're going to start off with the twin Iron Hail Stubbers in the chest. So hitting on freeze. Do you have any strategies? Stratagems, whatever we call them these days.
Mine is literally just a case of, can I just reroll?
Fair enough. Right, okay. So I just wondering about any defensive strategies or anything.
Nope.
Surely that means got smoke launchers.
Nope.
So aerial hits, toughness of a Titan, sir.
I am toughness a lot.
That doesn't help, mate, if I'm honest. I'm straight for it's going to be toughness of 8, surely. So
I believe I am toughness 8, but I will.
So 6 is to wound. We have a singular wound.
I am toughness 8.
One single wound.
Single wound. So we're going against the Void Shield. So
does it have to go into the Void Shield, or could you take it on your armor save?
It's any ranged attack.
Okay.
So until my Void Shield goes, I have to.
Okay. I was saying because otherwise that's something you might want to take against your armor rather than your voids.
So if I plus 3, so that goes through. So
down to 5 voids in total.
Probably correct. I have 2 Void Shields, which both have 3 shield points.
So you got 5 shield points left at this stage. Cool. So we will then go on to his heavy bolter. Why not? Actually, it's probably a bad route, but I rolled terribly anyway, so that's not a problem. 2d6 flamer shots. 4. Oh, it's going really well. Automatically hits is going to be 6 to wound, I think. I'll just double check that quick. So it might be 5. I can't remember what strength it is. It's been a long time, guys. It's around 5, so it's 5 to wound. So it's 2 saves. -2, I want. Oh, you've got void shields, so it makes a difference.
So both go through.
Cool, so that's them down a little bit more. We then have the Fragstorm Assault Launcher on top. Number of shots, 2. Freeze to hit. 1 hit. It's going to be 6 to wound. I will Salamander reroll because I've forgotten about that. That is him shot, so that's getting somewhere. We then move on to his buddy, whose flame cannon is out of range, but the rest of his guns are all in range. So this is the one in the ruins, guys. So the Iron Hail Stubbers. Oh, good God. Big rifle, not Imperial Fist. So one more 6. So that's 1 more save, sir, on your voids. Right, we'd roll that one again, mate.
Go through.
Are you? So that one's gone through. Sorry, we just realised Tom's mic is muted on purpose, so you didn't hear him say it go through.
Well, it should be coming through on yours.
True, yeah, that's a very good point. So that one's gone through. The heavy bolter. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
Ooh. I don't know. I stopped 1.
You stopped 1. Way.
Yay, void shields!
And then the Great Launcher. 3 shots, hitting on 3s. All hit, wounding you on 6s. I'll Salamander reroll one of those. Nope, no more from him. So that is the 2 Invictors on this closer side of the board done. We have 1 more in range. 1 more.
How many wounds have you done so far? So I failed 3.
I think you're down to 4. I think you've lost 4 voids at this stage.
4 voids.
So you've got 2 voids left. We need to take a dice on him, dude. He's got a big enough top carapace to track a dice on him.
4 voids.
4 voids are gone at this point. I think we lost 2. Give us a second, guys. We'll check the footage and come back to you.
Yeah. Cool, so we have double checked it, guys. I am down to 2 void shield points remaining on my last void shield.
Yeah, so that's next up, guys. We have got first of the Redemptors. So he is firing his heavy onslaught Gatling cannon to start off with. Okay, so take these away. Sorry guys, I'm just trying out this dice tray and it's a bit awkward to reach over in front of the lights, so bear with me. And then he will be wounding you on 5s, I believe. I will quickly double check, makes a difference. So that is 3 more saves, sir, on your voids.
Oh, where am I going here?
So, yeah, you get them back next turn, though, dude, so.
Oh.
Has he got?
Saved 2.
Saved 2, nice.
1 left.
Okay, so the Fragstorms and the Flame on him will be out of range, so the second's ready. Redemptor even. Oh, he's got me Salamander on the last one. Oh well. It's a silly game anyway. Right, here we go again. This time I will have to check the strength of the gun, which is strength 6. So that then, Tom, is... I'll reroll one of those. Hey, 4 more saves.
4. Ooh.
So let's see how we get on, guys.
Can you do it? No, all 4 go through.
Okay, so let me work out some ranges. Tom will give you a bit more of battlefield shots while I double check some ranges and whatnot. Right, guys, so that was all my sort of small arms, so to speak, fired. So we're now going to start looking at see if we can start whittling down some true wounds on this behemoth. So we're going to start off with the first Venerable Dread. He is going to be shooting his las cannons into the big boy. So here we go. 1 hit. It is a wound.
So it is minus
4 in dev.
So 6s. Which
We're
goes
close.
through.
And then 5 damage.
So I'm now down to 45 wounds.
Oh, it is a butterflesh wound.
What we're going to have to do is put a 4 and a 5. So I know I have 45 wounds.
Yeah, there's the joy of it. He's got a nice shell for you, though.
Yeah, at least he's got something for me.
So we'll then go for the 3 hunter killer missiles from the Leviathan Dreadnought. He had the Awakened Machine Spirits from the Tech Marine, so he will be hitting on 2s. All hit. I think these are strength 8, or they might have changed them actually.
So 4s.
4s. Let me just, I'll double check. I will Salamander reroll one of these anyway. No, so I believe it is 1. I think they're strength 8 unless they went up.
And then -3.
I can't remember, Tom. Bear with me 2 seconds. I thought you could get into ironclads, but apparently you cannot. Sorry, guys, bear with me 2 seconds. It has been a while. Hunter kill, a missile. Tom, entertain the people. There's a lot of guns beginning with H. It's actually strength 10, so the first ones would have actually hit. They've put them up. So it's actually 3 wounds at -2, d6 damage.
Okay, so -2, so 4s. And
You're the boss, you choose whether that one out of the button counts.
4 counts. So 2 go through.
2 go through, d6 damage.
D6.
Or 2d6. That is 7. I will leave that as it is. I have like next to no command points, so.
Doing maths in my head. 45 minus, yeah.
38. So that's him done. We then have the autocannon chap at the back. Let me just again double check some ranges because I have been really, really inefficient with my time. Sorry guys, this is going to be like this for a while we get our heads around this. 2 twin autocannons. Twin autocannons. So, where are you? Sorry guys. Twin autocannons, 48-inch range. If he will be in range from there, one would imagine. I will double check it just very quickly. 48-inch range. He is not in range. After all that, it was utterly pointless. Okay, we'll then go down to the Relic Contemptor.
Are we actually going to fire a conversion beamer?
I really hope so. It's got a 72-inch range, so should be in range. I'm over 48 inches, so it is D3 shots. 2 shots. He is ballistic skill 3 plus 2 hits. That is strength 8, so wounding you on 4s. 2 wounds. Tom, this is now -4.
4 6s. Nope.
That's 8 damage. Flat 4 damage per shot. Ooh. And I just ended up eating my mask. So mental arithmetic comes in once again.
Yeah.
Let's top that over, so that's all my shooting complete at this stage.
Cool, yeah. So we'll come back in a second with my first turn and we'll go over the wounds.
Yeah.
Because we have to do it.
Okay guys, so end of my turn, I have scored the grand total of 3 points on my secondary for domination, just holding 3 objective markers, which is more than half on this game. We have also realised we have made a horrific mistake on Tom's hit points and so on and so forth. We've reread the rules of Void Shields. It's the first time we've used them in the current iteration. Basically, Tom believed it was you had to use your voids. Our interpretation of it actually is you don't have to use your void shields, but each time you fail a save, be it voids, be it the invulnerable void shields provide you or a normal armor save, you then lose a void shield point. So all the fire he was taking against all my small arms wouldn't have been whittling away those voids, which makes a lot more sense when you think about it in terms of the fluff. We've decided that we're going to keep playing as it is rather than re-recording the whole first turn.
Because I'm probably just going to blow stuff up this turn.
Yeah, so Tom should be able to pick up enough points not to make too much of a difference. But yeah, we have realised our mistakes, guys, that it's our first time using the anything with Void Shields in the current iteration of Void Shields. So bear with us. We are learning. So we're just going into Tom's turn, turn 1?
Yeah, it's been a... So end of my first turn was overly exhilarating. I moved nowhere because I have a 72-inch range on both my guns, so I can hit whatever I want with it.
And as soon as you move, you're going to be off your objective. So
yeah, so I am losing my objective point if I decide to do that. So what we'll do, I just need a minute just to choose the 2 things I'm going to blow up.
Yeah, but your void shields are now back up to full capacity, are they now?
1.
1 void shield's back up. So you have got some your defences are up, and you have gained a command point if you choose to use a command point. Yeah, that's about it, guys. So let Tom figure out his targets. And if I've got any counter stratagems to that, obviously things like smoke screen, stuff I can use. And we will be back with you when Tom starts blowing stuff up.
Okay, so after a little bit of deliberation with what I should do, because I've still got to play the points game as well, because I can't just try and shoot my way out of this, even though as much as I want to.
And this is a bit of a learning game as well.
Yeah, so I've decided I'm going to shoot this Invictor over here, because he is on a point. I'm going to put the plasma cannon into him at point blank range and just make a giant crater. And I'm also going to shoot the Invictor down here, who's hiding next to another point. So that would take Toby off 2 of his points and only leave the one over here because, to be honest, his autocannon's out of range, so he's not really tickling me. If he does charge me, yeah, okay, I can kick him. But I can still shoot because I'm Titanic, so I can still keep picking him off points. So I'm just going to try and play a bit of a crafty points game here. So, going into my first shot. So we'll do the plasma cannon first, and you know, when you got a plasma cannon, you got to overcharge.
Especially when you've got the whole points you have.
Yeah.
Not whole points.
So 2d6. Strength 10, -4, 5 damage apiece.
Okay, well, I'm toughness 6, so...
Okay, so yeah, so it'll be a 3 to wound.
Yeah.
So it's so 2d6.
Yep.
Oof, 8.
I think he's dead, Tom.
2, 4, 6. And 8. But I am hitting on 4s because I am wounded. Whew. Well, I'm going to pay a command point and reroll 1. Oh, that is a little bit tasty. So then 3s to wound, which 3 goes through, -4.
Not getting a save then.
Yep, so that's 15 damage.
Well, he's dead.
Does he explode?
No, he doesn't explode.
Okay.
So one Invictor gone. That does score your first strike as well.
It does, because I just obviously...
And some bring it down points. So.
And now there's just a giant crater.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to fire the Turbo Laser Destructor, which is 2d3. It's not as painful. Going for a whopping 3 shots. Hitting on 4s again. 1.
Would you be hitting off 5s going through dents? Or do you ignore dents?
We're going to have to flip that up.
Yeah.
So we will be back in a second.
Dents.
Okay, so we have double checked it. Yep, I still have to occur to the same rules as everyone else, so it is a -1. So my 4 wouldn't hit. So he gets to live for another turn.
I wonder if we should take the terrain away. I was supposed to have been hit by
Nah, it's fine.
But so...
We've got to give you some cover, because if you're just out in the open, it'll just be a case of how many things can I kill per round.
So even though this one Invictor over here, guys, was tucked into the terrain, it was open. We're not going to be that worried about it. So we're going to call it there. Are you charging me, Sir Evil Titan?
No. I'm going to make you come to me.
That's probably a wise plan.
Maybe try and get some Overwatch.
Yeah, that's true. You Tau or something? Just
yeah.
I'm
a Tau Titan. Legio Taoist.
Oh, they have got the Tauvar supremacy suit thing with them.
Suit, so they can bring that to the board.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to build that much resin.
Cool. So Toby's going to deliberate on my score, and then his first turn. So we'll be back in just a second.
Right, guys. So that is the end of my movement phase, command phase, and the wrap-up of Tom's. So Tom scored his maximum of 8 points for first strike, because this is a big rulebook commission rather than a GT mission, so that is still in place. He's also popped a dreadnought for Bring It Down. We know they changed the number of victory points he scored for Bring It Down, but neither of us can remember how, so we're just tracking the number of dreadnoughts that have been popped. It's a reasonably easy thing to track in this game, guys, if you hadn't figured that one out already. So he's got a few points along there. In my command phase, I regenerated my command point. I've put the Awakened Machine Spirits onto the Redemptor, which has the hammers on his shoulder pad before everything's moved off. Movement-wise, the main dreadnought blob has moved forwards towards the no, he's not Invictor, he's a Warhound. And the Tech Marine Warlord has moved into 6 inches of the centre of the battle for O's of moment. The Invictor that was in the open has now run into the smouldering plasma crater to claim the objective. I was going to go and run at the Warhound, but then need to play points as well. So he's gone back. We are doing this as a slight of a relearning how to play 40k game, guys. So that's what we've done. The one Invictor over in the ruins that survived the laser destroyer has stayed put, and then in the corner, his side, the Contemptor has moved forward to be within 3 inches of this objective, whilst the autocannon dreadnought has moved to the middle. So if Tom does pop either one of the 2 corner objective holding dreadnoughts, then he at least is in a position to be able to advance onto those to help me out for domination, until Tom just kills him. But that's just the way it goes, guys. So we're going to start off with some shooting at this point. Obviously no psychic. What we'll do is we'll start off with the Invictor that replaced his brother. So we'll start off with Tom. Obviously I'm in tactical doctrine as well now, guys. So we'll start off with the heavy bolter. So that is 1 hit. It's going to be freeze to wound you, and then I'll use Salamander reroll on that one. Oh, he still misses. We then have the chest guns. My memory has failed me once again, and they are heavy 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 shots. There we go. The dice are starting to come back to normal, and then 6s. Reroll one of them. No wounds from him. The assault launcher on top was in range last time, so it should still be in range now. 2 shots. 2 hits. Oh, I can't hold my dice.
You need those 6s later on.
Yep, and no wounds there. Fine, that's just the way it goes. We then have the first Invictor here. Not Invictor, oh, good grief. That is a Redemptor. He is going to put his, first of all, the Onslaught Gatling into him, and then I'll measure for the fragile launchers. I don't think they're in range. So that's not too bad. This is 5s to wound, strength 6. And we'll Salamander reroll one of those. So that then, Tom, is 4 wounds at -1 because of tactical.
3 up.
Yep.
And all 3 saved.
Perfect. What we want to see. Then we will just quickly double check on the range on him. I will just make sure it is the same. It is 18 inches. What is a tape measure? This damn snoot keeps falling down. If you had a base, oh, actually, if I go on my base, I do actually get you. So I don't measure from my hull, I measure from my base to your hull. So we have. That's how we go. So we have 2 Fragstone grenade launchers. There's 2d6 shots. Lovely. So 5 shots, hitting on 3s. And then wounding you on 6s. Salamander. Oh, I already used Salamander reroll, don't I? So that is 1 wound at -1 because of tactical doctrine.
3 up.
Nice. See, now he feels a lot more survivable, and now we're using the rules properly. That makes a lot more sense. It also makes me a little bit more worried about for my poor dreadnoughts. So we will just double check the range from the one that has been given Awakened Machine Spirits. So he is not in range of any autos. Base to base, I wouldn't be in range of your guns either. So it is just going to be the main gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12. So Onslaught Gatling, that's what it's called. So he is hitting on 2s because of the Awakened Machine Spirits, which is quite tasty actually. And then he is going to be wounding you on 4 5s. I'll Salamander reroll one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 saves, sir.
Okay.
-1.
3 up. Ooh, 1 goes through.
Nice. So you're down to what?
Man point that one.
That's entirely up to you.
Yeah. Man point it. Nope,
Nope.
still 2. So he's down to 29.
Has he not got any voids left?
Oh, yeah, I can void it for a 5 up.
No, No, that just happens. That just literally happens. It's like a shield drone that doesn't have to roll for. So it just absorbs the damage, and you now have, we said 1 regain, didn't you?
Yeah, so he's down to 2.
So you've got 2 voids left.
That's a mess, so I know.
Okay. So this is, yeah, it does feel a lot.
Just have to void shield a bullet.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let's do some last cannon instead, shall we?
Yeah, let's do
So this is from the Venerable.
stuff.
2 hits.
Nice.
Wounding you on freeze. Salamander reroll. So that is 2 -3 on the last cannon because I'm not in dev.
So I will take it on the void shield.
But you got a 5 wound on, so
5 up and
either way.
6 up.
Yeah.
So both go through.
Yep. So there's no point in rolling damage. This just removes your voids.
Void is gone, so we're back down to just a 2-up save.
Yep. And at this point, the only thing I've got left to fire is the conversion beamer at the back. This feels a lot more like it, doesn't it? It's
a bit more Titanic
than just being riddled to death by storm bolters, and otherwise it would be horrendous. I just want to quickly check my phone, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I got a niggling suspicion that the Melter Lance. New microphones, guys. Apologies. Where is my Leviathan? It is 18. Okay, Tom, you're safe. He's not in range.
Yeah.
So give us 2 seconds, guys. We'll just work out what's going on with these mics, and then we'll be back with you. So, just a conversion beamer then.
Cool, so just a conversion beamer left to go.
Purple light was nothing to worry about, guys. Just new tech, new things. Means it's working, apparently, but hey, there we go. So, D3 shots. 1.
Oh, yes, that's what I needed.
Hitting you on freeze. He hits.
That's not what I needed.
Strength many. 4, I believe, will be a wound. His strength 9, I think.
Yeah.
So this is -3. It would be now because it's not in dev.
Okay, so 6 up. We'll actually try and roll that in there. So goes through.
So that is 4 damage.
4 damage. So I'm down to a 30. No, 20. Something wounds. We'll do the maths in a minute.
And that, guys, is the end of my turn. So I'm not in charge range with the Redemptors, which is basically the plan for them is to go in and try and punch him to death. In terms of points, I've scored another 3 points for domination, holding 1, 2, and 3. The 3 corners that don't have a Warhound Titan sat in them. So that's another 3 victory points to myself, and then hopefully come the end of the turn, I should score some more points for O's of Moment. Titan Hunter is just a case of try and kill the Warhound, so we'll see how we go on. In Tom's command phase, you will be regenerating a command point, regenerating some void shields, and that's about it. So we'll come back to you once Tom's figured out his targets.
All right, another overly exciting movement phase from myself. I've moved literally 0 inches again because I'm in range of everything. In terms of targets, I'm going to play it a little bit more devious this time. So I am probably going to put the laser destroyer into the Invictor over here, just because I am starting to get a bit worried about these fists that are getting a bit close, especially with the character hidden in there, which is going to be painful if he gets into combat.
Yeah, Ashmantle's a bit of a beast.
But I've decided, instead of shooting this Invictor at -1, I'm actually going to shoot this little guy. And we're going to force a little bit of a run around, because the next turn after that, if I'm still alive, will be interesting. But my explosion I just looked up is even more fun, so hopefully that happens.
Well, the next turn I'm hoping my Melter Lances might finally reach range.
Yeah, because it's just a, 12-inch. I know, what was my explosion? No, 3d6 inches. And 2d6 mortal wounds.
Okay, that could be quite nasty.
I might take a couple of dreadnoughts with me.
Yeah.
I might just run at your pile after this. Cool. So we're going to move into shooting. So I'll go with the laser destroyers first, which is 2d3.
And which ones are they targeting, Tom?
They are targeting the Invictor over here.
Cool.
Just because I don't want the minus, and I actually want to use them. So, it is forced to hit, so I have missed one, so I'm going to reroll one.
They're not D3 shots?
Oh, it is D3 shots. That is
2d3 shots.
2d3.
So you've had 4 shots total.
So I had 4 shots total. So now...
No, 5 shots total. You
5.
rolled, yeah, you rolled a 3 and a...
So, I'm now hitting on 4+, which... So I am going to use command point here. Okay, so just 2. 2 should be enough.
You'd hope so.
You would hope so, but...
I have seen you roll dice before.
Oh, it's D6 plus 3, so...
Yeah, if you wound.
Yeah, knowing me, I'm probably still going to fluff this.
Yeah.
So I am strength 16. You are toughness
6,
7?
I believe.
6.
Toughness 6, strength
So
7.
2's to wound.
Yep. The 1.
Oh, no, I actually did roll 1. You cursed me. It is -4.
I'm not going to save.
Cool, and so it is D6 plus 3. And I rolled a 4, so that's 7 wounds.
So I have 6 wounds remaining.
Yeah. Awesome, so that's the big man gone. And then I'm going to fire the plasma at the little guy all the way over there.
He's got a 6-up shrug.
Yeah,
dreadnoughts.
So I'm going to go with supercharging again because that's the aim of the game. Supercharge everything.
Yep.
So 2d6 for shots, and I get 5 shots. And then hitting on 4s. 3 miss. God, new dice. Cursed. And I'm strength 10. You are toughness.
You're wounding on freeze.
Freeze. 2 6. Ooh, 2
Marked
6s.
to death, as they would
He
say.
is wanting to die.
-4, was it?
-4, so 6 up.
I believe, yeah, the 2-up armor on the 2-up armor, isn't it? So, nope.
Both go through, and that is
Many damages.
10 damages.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Many,
Guys. So
many damages.
yeah, he did.
Does he explode?
He can. He does not.
He does not. Ah.
Sorry, guys. I've just realised that white dice do not show up very well on camera. So there we go.
Another dead red. Yay! I'm seriously hurt. Turbo lasers suck, but that plasma is doing its job.
Can you take double plasma?
Yes.
I would.
I'm definitely... Only downside is, if you rolled 1s on both of them, you can take up to like 4 mortal wounds a turn.
That would sting.
And the old void shields don't negate mortal wounds anymore.
Yeah.
The old 7th, you can negate them and be like, mortal wound.
Yeah, so Great Knights would really not be nice for your Thousand Suns, just mass smite spam. As everyone hates smite spam, but there we go. You've got no defense against it at all. So...
Cool, so that's the end of my turn. That's another dreadnought gone.
Yep.
And
so yeah, you've got however many points it is for killing a dreadnought for bringing it down.
Yep.
We've got in my command phase. We'll quickly roll into that, guys. What I'm going to do, and we'll run through it again. I'm going to basically be putting +1 to hit onto the Leviathan from the.
He is now in the game.
He is in the game, and I'll be getting a command point, and that'll be my command phase. But we'll do wrap up with that, and all after my movement, guys.
Cool. So we'll see you in a second.
Okay guys, so the Dreadnought wall has been formed. As you can see, the main bulk of the Dreadnoughts has moved up. As you said in the wrap-up of Tom's last turn, the Tech Marine gave Awakened Agents to the Leviathan before the Leviathan plodded off to bring his Melter Lancers into range. The Tech Marine Ward has stayed in his 6-inch of the middle bubble for O's of moment, and everyone else has roughly stayed where they were. The Wounded Invictor is still holding the objective, the Contemptor is still holding his objective, and the luckiest Invictor in the world is still holding his objective in the corner over there. So we're going to start off with some of the lighter firepower, as we have done all game thus far. I'm staying in tactical, because I've got Melter Lancers to worry about. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a total of 12 shots coming from this Redemptor here on the left. So this is his assault cannon, well, heavy onslaught Gatling cannon, as they officially are called. And then we'll be wounding you on that. 2 there. Yep.
These on 2 up.
Yep.
So we have 3 up. Is that -1?
They are.
1 goes through.
So I do sneak a void off you.
2 on void.
Guess what, Tom? Heavy Flamer's now in range. Burn. Salamanders, anything can burn. So 5s to... it would normally be, it's strength 5, so it would normally be 5s to wound you.
Yep.
But with the Salamander tactical doctrine ability, which I've forgotten the name of, it's going to be 4s to wound you. All wound, and it is at -1.
So 3 up. And 1 goes through, so I'm down to 1 void.
Cool.
1 void point.
Okay, and then the other Redemptor, his flamer is in range of your toe, so he will burn your toe, so 4 shots. I'm sorry, I keep using these white dice. I'm going to trade them out because I know they don't show up on camera very well. I will Salamander reroll one of those. That was a hit, a wound even, so that is then 2 wounds, sir, at -1 again.
Another one goes through.
So how many voids have you got left at this point, Tom?
0, now down to...
Now down to your...
hurting me.
Okay, so this is the Onslaught. It's a shame you haven't got like smoke screen or something to give you just a little bit of defence.
You're a bit overpowered, you think?
You can't score more than 1 second primary point a turn, Tom. So that is then 3 at -1.
I think that's a lesson of don't bring a 2,000 point Titan to a 2,000 point game unless they've got a Titan.
Well, yeah, we know it's a silly game. So.
Sorry, what was the minus side?
-1. So takes a wound.
2, so I take 1 wound.
Yep. You will be pleased to hear that Ashmantle Slamers are out of range because I know how much you love those.
Yeah.
The normal Venerable Dread, his flame will be out of range because that little bit further back and the way your foot is angled. But his last cannons are in range.
Don't say.
So he's been really accurate for me all game, to be fair. 2 wounds. Oh, 2 hits, sorry. Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Salamander reroll. So 1 wound at -3.
So 6 up.
Are you sure you haven't got 2 of armour?
2 up, so 5 up.
Yeah. 2 damage. I will CP reroll that. There you go, 6. So I am now back down to 6 CP.
7 wounds he's taken.
Yep. And now for the fun bit. I know you don't find it that fun. No, we're not going over there.
We're not going over there.
Leviathan.
Okay, so we've got Melter Lancers, joys.
Yeah. So 2d6 melter shot. That's the number. So 6 shots.
Oh, lovely. Only 6.
Yep. And he is hitting on 2s because of Tech Marine.
All hit.
All hit. This I think is like strength 9. It's a beefed up.
It's like a super melter.
Yeah, let me just double check because it's a hell of a gun. It is, yeah, strength 9. So wounding.
So actually wounding me on 3s.
2s, it's melter, and I'm a salamander.
So 2s.
Wounding a Titan on 2s. And I will reroll one of those ones for salamanders. So that then, Tom, is 5 wounds at -4.
So 6 up.
Yep.
Come on, new dice. And I don't.
No. Luckily for you, I'm not in melter range.
Yes.
So it's just 5d6 damage.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Tom.
No.
So that 12, 15 points. Did you have 15 wounds left? What were you down to? You must have done. You were on like 25 something,
yeah.
weren't you? So that's 15 points of damage. No, that's me being horrendously mathematic.
Yeah, let's say that's 12.
Yeah, that's me not doing maths.
24, and then that's 3. So
There's 27 points of damage.
That's more than I started with.
No, you start with 50.
Oh, no, I mean,
this turn.
beginning of the turn.
That's the thing. Yeah, so I'm really sorry, Tom.
The 7 you've done to me.
So my Leviathan's just melted you, is what you're saying.
Do I explode?
Oh, please explode. Can you not like call up some Death Guard stratagem to make you auto detonate?
Auto detonate. Command pole ring.
You can't.
Doesn't exist. Wrong one. Jesus. Moral of the story: shoot the Leviathans first.
Tom, sorry, dude. Guys, that was a stupid game. We'll do a wrap up in a second in front of the screen.
Yeah. So we'll be back in just a sec. All right. Well, that was.
That was something. It was a silly game. We knew it would be a silly matchup at the beginning when we discussed it a month ago.
Yeah, I didn't think when you said, "Oh yeah, I've got Melter Lancers." I was like, "Yeah, they'll take a couple of wounds off. It won't hurt that much." not completely and utterly just melt my Titan into scrap
Yeah,
in one shooting phase.
But, you know, like we said, sorry, Seb's in the store as well, and we're just saying that being only toughness 8 just was a bit silly on a Warhammer.
Yeah.
It should be up. If it's around 9, at least you're not being wounded on 2s. Okay, yes, it's a Salamander only.
Yeah.
Well, not only, but it's a Salamander ability. But yeah, 27 wounds in one volley is just a bit obscene.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely
still the
crazy.
conversion beamer to fire as well, and he's been plucking away at you all
Yeah,
game.
that's
So.
the thing is that I was more worried about a conversion beamer when you sent me the list. I was like, oh, conversion beamer, oh god, they're pretty snappy at range.
But that's only maximum 12 shots.
Yeah.
12 damage. The Leviathan, if he gets in close with his 2d6 strength
Nearly
9
unlimited.
-4 melter d6 damage, he's a bit more vicious.
Just a little.
Yeah, he didn't even get to fire his flamers. He died too soon. Guys, we haven't totted up the score. I was ahead when the
I
through.
was never one unit. I couldn't really go anywhere.
Straight Titanicus concession there, I think.
Yeah.
Guys, we know it was a stupid game we filmed. We're back in the studio, we're rolling some dice, we're relearning the cameras and so on and so forth, so just bear with us on that one. We'll get a proper game out for you next week is the plan.
Yeah.
A bit more serious, a bit more thought through, and we'll be back with you then.
Definitely. But thanks for watching.
Yeah, guys,
and thanks for coming back as
Don't
well.
forget to like and subscribe.
Definitely.
Check out our Rival Crafts affiliate link. Let's get some few pennies towards us. We're pushing towards that 1,000 subs. Hopefully we can get that within the sort of the next month or two, and then we'll start getting even more content out for you guys.
Definitely. So
Right,
catch you guys in
soon,
a bit.
guys, and we'll see you in the next week.
Bye.
Bye.